You can split up your fretboard in squares. All those squares represent notes. You don't have to remember all those notes. With just a few notes you can unlock the entire fretboard. Let's get on with it. At first I'm going to explain the image. So this represents a bass guitar neck. So at the left it's the side of the headstock. At the right it's the side of your body. If you are sitting down and you're holding your guitar to play and you flip it 90 degrees towards your body and lay it down on your knees, then you have the same image in front of you with the thickest string most close to your body, or in the image the lowest string on the bottom. So the bottom line of squares represent the thickest string and the top squares represent the thinnest string. Now we are going to take a look at the music alphabet. So it consists out of the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Also, you have to know your strings are representing also a note. So the thickest string is your E string, then you go to A, D, and G for the thinnest string. For now, we are going to look at the top two strings, the thickest two strings. Now we take a look at the dots on your fretboard. Dots or any other inlay may be possible even without, but imagine they are always on fret 3, 5, 7, 9 and 12. So we are going to add 3 sets of notes onto the top two strings. From then on you can unlock your entire fretboard if you know those 3 sets. So the first set of notes are on the first 3 dots and the second set of notes are around the 4th dot. Then you have the last 2 notes. It's on the first 2 frets and they are just separate, you just have to remember them. And now you have everything to start unlocking the fretboard. So now we have every note of the music alphabet filled in on the top 2 strings. So we still have open squares left. Those notes you are seeing now are basic notes, but you can make them lower or higher. So if you are going up, you're going to add an hashtag after your note. If you are going down, you're going to add a B after your note. It's for sharp and flat. So we are going to make an example. If you are upping your D note, you're going to move 1 square and put in it D cross. If you are doing the same with E and you're going down with E, you're going to the same square, but you're gonna fill in the EB. So it's the same square can have 2 functions depending on what you're going to do. Now we're going to take a look at the last remaining notes B and C and E and F. You're noticing there is no open square between them, but it doesn't mean they can't go up or higher. So also those notes can go up or higher, and you just do the same as before, and you use the square next to it to fill in your sharp or flat note. Then, if you have to find your other notes on the top 2 strings, we're going to use octaves. It means we are going to play the same note but higher or lower. So, for example, if you're going to take your A note on the E string, you're going 2 squares to the right and then 2 squares up. So you're landing on the D string on the 7th fret. If you do the same for the second string, for F for example, and you're going 2 squares to the right, and then 2 up, you're landing on your G string on fret number 10. So you notice on fret 12 you have 2 dots. It means your scale is repeating over. So the notes on those squares are the same as your open strings. From then on, your fretboard just repeats itself. Good to know. If you have a 5-string bass and you want to know the notes on the thickest string, then above the E, it's your B string. Then, for example, if you are having D on A on the 5th fret, you're going 2 times up, 2 times to the left, and then you have on the 3rd string your D note on the B string in this imaginary 5-string bass we are presenting now.